Welcome to NFL Week 1. This is 5 picks in 5 minutes. I'm your host, Maria Marino, the Rook, if you will, but I'm joined by Chris Raybon, the savvy veteran. Raybon, another NFL season is finally here. How you feeling about this?
Ready to go, Maria. Happy to be here.
Awesome. All right. Well, before we get started, just a reminder that you can track all your picks on the award-winning Action Network app. The NFL season is also the perfect time to sign up for an ActionPRO subscription. Use promo code POD20 to get a discount on the annual rate. You'll get exclusive player prop picks from Sean Kerner, expert articles, and a whole lot more with ActionPRO. All right, Raybon, here we go. You're on the clock for your first pick. Who you got?
Got to go with the Carolina Panthers +4 at the New Orleans Saints. I expect Carolina to be much improved with Dave Canales coming over at head coach. You know, he turned around Baker Mayfield last year, Geno Smith the year before that, and ton of trends supporting these week 1 divisional dogs. You know, you look at road dogs in the division, week 1, 40 and 27, 60% against the spread. Derek Carr, Dennis Allen, also terrible records against the spread when favored. So give me the Carolina Panthers +4 at New Orleans.
I like it. Can't say I mind fading the Saints in week 1. Now, week 1, of course, is a pretty hard week. I would say maybe the hardest week to bet because we don't have a ton of info, but we do have a lot of trends from our director of research at Action Network, Evan Abrams. So I'm going to pull from a couple of those for my first pick. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going Jets +4.5. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking at is Aaron Rodgers. 13-6 straight up, 11-8 ATS in his career on Monday Night Football. He's won 10 straight Monday Night Football games straight up as a starter. Last loss coming all the way back in 2013 against the Bears. Now, I know he's not with the Packers anymore. This is the Jets we're talking about. But I think if there's a time for the Jets to play the 49ers, it's here in week 1 because since 2000, Super Bowl losers are 10-14 straight up, 5-19 against the spread, and when favored by over a field goal, 9-4 straight up, 4-9 ATS. And by the way, in 2020, the 49ers lost at home versus the Cardinals as 6.5-point favorites, coming off that Super Bowl appearance. So, yeah, I can't believe it, but I'm riding with the Jets.
You are brave, Maria. I mean, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice: do not go back and watch Aaron Rodgers' last few week 1s with Green Bay. And definitely don't watch his week 1 last year because guess who's on the other side? Leonard Floyd is on the Niners now. That Achilles is going to be there in San Francisco. So I'm gonna say good luck on that one, but I cannot ride with you on that one, man. That's a scary one.
Fair enough, but that's why you're here. So what's your next pick?
All right, I am gonna go with the Tennessee Titans +4 at the Chicago Bears. And this is another kind of classic week 1 pick where the Bears got all the hype, right? I mean, they've been on Hard Knocks. The vibes, they're through the roof. I think their fans are like the top 3 most optimistic fans heading into the season. Okay, whatever. Tennessee all day because I think Tennessee is going to be just as improved. You have Callahan coming over at head coach. You have Pollard, you have Ridley, you have Boyd, and of course, there's the history of number 1 picks at quarterbacks completely struggling in week 1. They've been just 27% against the spread in a sample size of 27 games, going all the way back to the 1970 merger. So I like Caleb Williams, expect them to do big things this year, but still rolling with Tennessee +4 in week 1.
All right, 3 picks down. And for my next pick, I'm going a similar direction in that I am fading a rookie quarterback, but this isn't like a Caleb Williams Bears situation. This is, I think, a more shaky situation. So I'm going with Seattle -6 against Denver. I know Sean Payton should theoretically have the advantage as a head coach, but he hasn't coached rookie quarterbacks really ever. In 258 regular season games, he's only started a rookie quarterback once. Now, I know that was definitely a different situation. It was back in 2021, week 16. The Saints lost to Miami 20-3, but this was a last resort situation. Ian Book was starting COVID outbreak, yada, yada, yada. The point remains, the man doesn't have a lot of but not just experience, period, coaching rookie quarterbacks. You are on the road. So I'm trusting Geno Smith in this scenario as the more experienced quarterback.
I mean, I just didn't think that I was going to get an Ian Book reference from you. First show of the year, week 1. We're all fresh. We're all optimistic. And you're over here talking about Ian Book. But I'm kind of with you here. I'm actually high on the Broncos and the Seahawks this year. But I do think if there's any time to kind of fade the Broncos, it's right now, because you really don't know what's going to happen. You know, how Bo Nix is going to handle things. And I think Geno Smith and that Seattle team, you know, they're being kind of slept on. Ryan Grubb, people don't really know too much about him, the offensive coordinator. So I don't mind this one. I'm going with Washington plus 3.5 against Tampa Bay. Rookie quarterback on the road. I don't care, because I think this line is way too high. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think they're going to have some regression, because Canales, a guy who I really like, you know, left the team as offensive coordinator, went over to Carolina. So Baker Mayfield, it's going to be a little bit of a different offense this year. I think there could be a little bit more of a learning curve for him. And if you look at the weaknesses of Tampa Bay, the interior offensive line, they're starting a rookie. You know, the guard situation is really shaky. Well, Washington still has Allen and Payne on that inside. They got Bobby Wagner working behind him. So I do think that's kind of the strength of their defense. And then on the other side, you have Jaden Daniels to kind of move around and buy time, which is exactly what you want if you're going to kind of win as an underdog in a spot like this. So I think you can create enough to get Washington the cover and potentially the outright win here.
Yeah, Tampa Bay might be a touch overvalued right now, just coming off that playoff win that they had a season ago. All right, that concludes our 5 picks in 5 minutes for NFL Week 1. For Chris Raybon, I'm Maria Marino. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Comment below as well what your favorite bets are for this week. Raybon, good luck, and good luck, everybody. We'll see you next time.